Hello team, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be going through how to book more sales calls in 3 simple steps. So if you're watching this and you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're an expert, you're a healer, anyone that's on a mission to serve people, and you're just not booking enough calls in your diary, which is essentially affecting the level of impact you're making, the income you're receiving, and the freedom that you actually get to live, this is for you. So the 3 main intentions for this video, guys, is why you and most coaches struggle to book sales calls, the problems that most people actually face, so why that's the case, and then a 3 simple step process to book more calls immediately, guys. So different type of training today. We've got the Notion document out. So let me know in the comments if you do enjoy these trainings and make it as practical as possible. And if you are here, guys, please like, please subscribe, because it does help the channel so I can bring you more value. So just a little bit about the story, right, around this. So fundamentally, your business is going to be dictated by the amount of sales conversations that you get in. And if you don't have a calendar stacked with sales calls, you're going to struggle in business, especially kind of really getting into momentum and really breaking into those bigger cash months and stacking that MRR, right? Because the way the world is going, connection is a thing that most people need. And there's no better way to connect with your audience and connect with people in your world than having a conversation with them. That doesn't mean giving them 2 hours of your time for free. It could just mean a 15-minute connection call. If you're in my world, I have a virtual coffee, which is something that I have coffees with people in real life. So why would I not have coffees with my audience? If you do want a virtual coffee, go below. We can book it in. Very casual chat, and we can just connect and provide value. Okay. But the biggest problems really that I see really is around the lack of clarity on who you're speaking to. And then there is no clear value proposition. Look, the truth is people don't want to get on calls with people randomly. They don't want to meet people they've met on the internet just for the sake of meeting them. Until you've built a strong personal brand and you've built and cultivated authentic authority in your niche and become a leader, then people aren't just going to get on a call with you randomly. Okay, there has to be a value proposition as to why that person would take time out of their busy day to book in for a conversation with you and show up for that. Okay, if you're just booking people or trying to say, hey, let's jump on a call without really appreciating that people are busy and they've got lives they want to live, then that's probably why you're getting stuck, because people don't want to talk to you. And that's not about you, no offense to you. It's that you have to learn how to present the call in a way that's going to bring more value to that person other than spending any other way of spending their time. The second problem that I see is this whole idea around sales resistance, right? And feeling weird or feeling spammy, getting onto calls with people, right? You have to fucking get over that. That's the way it is, right? You have to fucking get over it. You have a business you need to make sales from. If you have sales resistance and you're reluctantly or you're avoiding trying to get on conversations, you either have to sort that out or it's not for you. That's tough love. But the truth is, you have to figure that out. For me, I had a fear of rejection that held me back for a long time. I couldn't DM people. I couldn't actually go out there and say, hey, do you want to book a call with me? And that was the reason for me. It felt weird. It felt spammy. And I didn't want to get rejected. But essentially, this feeling of weird or feeling of spammy was a rationalization of this fear that I have around being rejected. Right? So if you have this and you're avoiding this, you have to do the inquiry and self-work and self-development work and inner work to resolve this. Because sales is service. When you can truly grasp the highest form of serving people is through sales and getting them to make a massive commitment to their own growth through you, that is the most service you can ever get to someone, taking that first step and investing into your program. It might be a reframe. It might be some serious inner work. Let me know in the comments if this is coming up for you, because it's so fucking important. And then the last problem really that holds people back is they make emotional decisions, not data-driven ones, aka fucking about with things that don't matter. I say that with love and compassion. That was me for a long time. Right? I'd sit there, be confused about my offer, confused about my business, and trying to solve problems in the back end, when the reality was the reason why I wasn't making money was because I wasn't having sales calls. I wasn't having conversations with people around my offer. I wasn't telling people or showing people my offer. So instead of trying to fuck about with your course or your offer, get people onto a call and talk to people about it, right? Understand what bottlenecks you have in your business. Where are the bottlenecks, right? When you have a proper business, you understand the core components of posting content, having conversations, getting people booked onto calls, making offers, and collecting cash. If you're not collecting cash, but you're posting content and having conversations, the most important part of that is getting more calls booked and not trying to intuitively decide what the problem is, but looking at the data and saying, okay, right, I haven't booked enough calls. So the 3 simple steps, right? I'm going to break it down for you because I want you to win. This whole channel is dedicated to helping you win. And this kind of 3 simple steps, right? So the first one is dialing in your dream client and the perceived pain they're in. Start giving away free shit, right? You have to be perceived as an authority. You have to be perceived as someone of value. You have to be perceived as someone that has the solutions to the problems and pains that people in your audience have. The way that you do that is by proving that you do. Simple as that, right? You actually go out there and you solve problems that people know they have. I say perceived pain because what most people struggle with, and they do wrong, is that they speak to a pain that they know their clients are in, but their clients don't know that they're in. So, if you watch my other videos around how to double your income, I've got a full training on that around building offers. And it's really about understanding like what pains are your people actually in. If you're watching this, one of your pains is that you aren't booking enough calls, right? I could talk to you about scaling or leverage, but it's not going to be relevant for you unless you've got calls in the calendar, right? Or close rates. If you haven't got calls, you don't need to worry about close rates because you need calls in order to get those close rates. So understanding what perceived pain your dream clients are in, speaking to that specific pain, and giving stuff away so you become an authority in their world, that is going to increase the leverage and increase your ability to get replies, to get booked calls, for people to respond to you and to people to show up. If they see you as a person of value and they see you as a person that can help them, that is going to do more for you than anything else. Because if you don't do this and you aren't providing value, people aren't going to trust you. It's as simple as that. So once you start doing that, you know who you're speaking to, you know what pain you're solving, and you start giving away free shit. You want to create a no-brainer value proposition for your dream client to get on a call with you. So what I mean by this is that, goes back to the one before, your clients or your prospects are busy people, right? They're doing shit, they're busy, they're living their life. So what you need to do is create so much value for them that anything that they could do, spending their time, isn't as valuable as spending time with you, right? I'm going to show you how you do this a little bit closer. But it's like really going into depth around like, why would people get on a call with you? What's the value that they're going to get? It might be showing them your system. It might be helping them overcome a specific pain point that they've told you in their DMs. It might be giving them a game plan. It might be giving them a free session of some kind. I really like that. I really think if you want to get into momentum fast, you getting people into a free experience with you, whether that's a coaching session, a consultation, a demo, an audit, something that's going to give them an experience of what it's like to work with you, I think is a fantastic way of doing that and getting them into momentum. One of my things is a game plan, where we will hop on a one-to-one game plan call and I will literally help you figure out where you're at, figure out where you want to go, and then bridge that gap and tell you exactly what you need to do in order to do that, right? That's something you can book at any time. But it's really about understanding the value proposition. So what can you do for that? And then step 3 is mastering the art of the invitation. So what do I mean by this? So you're gonna be able to, once you get clear on who you're helping, right, and you know the value that you have is like super dialed in, it's super valuable for these people, you're like, fuck yeah, I just need to get people on it because they're going to fucking love it. Then your next goal is to understand how to make the invitation to people to get onto that, right? So what that could look like, it could look like in DMs, where that DM conversation could be around, you're speaking to someone, they're telling you their goals, they're saying like, for me, for example, it's like, okay, hey mate, hey John, how's it going, mate? Look, where do you want to take your business? Right, I want to get 10K MRR. Awesome, man. I love that so much. So we've got a goal. What do you feel like you need in order to make that happen? Oh, if I had more calls in a diary, then I'd definitely be able to make that happen. Awesome, man. That's so cool. Well, look, based on what you said, the fact that you need more calls, and that's exactly what I help my clients with, would you like to jump on a quick call where we can actually identify exactly what you need right now to plug into your business to start booking sales calls immediately so you can start moving closer to the goal that you want to achieve, right? This is what I do for a living, right? But what you need to be able to do is identify who you want to serve and how you can position what you have, and then understand what is an aligned and congruent way for you to make invitations in your world. It might be through DMs, it might be in person, it might be on call to actions in your story. But the idea of this is you having a way where you can see someone and you're like, I know I can help you. How can I, in a congruent way, say, hey, mate, here's the door. If you want to come in, here's the door. But I'm not going to force you to come in. I'm just going to make it very, very clear that I have a solution to the pain that you're in. And that way, if you want to come in, great. If you don't, totally up to you, mate. No problem at all. Right? This is a beautifully amazing thing when you can really get that and you can handle it, harness it. And this is what's going to allow you to really progress forward, right? Because you're going to see people and you're going to know exactly how you can say, hey, mate, do you want to have a call? But not in that way, right? So look, they're the three simple steps. Dial in your offer, dial in the perceived pain, right? Start giving away free shit so you can actually become an authority. Create a no value proposition for your dream clients to get on a call with you, whether a free experience, a demo, a game plan, like a mindset, a mind toxology call. One of my mentors got me on a call with, like, it was like, right, let's look at where you're self-sabotaging, or like a self-sabotage session, something like that. Happily brainstorm in the comments if you want to ask the question in the comments, like, this is my business, what would you suggest? I can give you some answers in there. But really, and then learning how to make the invitation, how to say, hey, John, I see that you're in this struggle. I see you're in this pain. I know that you want this goal. Hey, why don't we jump on a call where I can do X, Y, and Z, and you're going to take massive value from that. Okay, right. So now we've done that. That's the three simple steps. I have an invitation for you, right? So if you are a coach, an expert, a healer, teacher, or any other mission-led service provider who is currently not booking enough calls in their business, which is affecting your income, impact, and freedom, and you want to have an immediate injection of hot leads booking into your diary so you can sign clients and bank cash, and you've made it this far in the video, so I know you're one of the OGs, I know you're one of the people that absolutely wants to provide value, I want to invite you into what I call a cash call, okay? On that cash call, we're going to do three things. We're going to look at what you're currently offering and what your sales process looks like right now. Once I've done that, I'm going to be able to pinpoint exactly the bottleneck that's holding you back and where you have low-hanging fruit in your audience, because everybody's got sales in the audience with the right strategy. And what I'm going to do, as a thank you for watching this far, I'm going to give you a shake the tree strategy from my Rolodex of cash campaigns that you can plug into your business. So ultimately you can get calls, clients, and cash. Just like my client Hannah, right? So within literally first call, within 20 or 30 days, she had 20 inbound leads out of 31 inbound leads that she got. And she said, I can't believe a month ago I was sitting on Instagram thinking I had no prospective clients. This is the idea, guys. Like, you have money in your audience. You have calls ready to book in your audience. You're already posting content. You're already showing up. You're already in momentum, but you just need faster momentum. And this is what I do for my clients, right? This is what I help them do. I help them get into momentum by collecting quick cash. I help them build an MRR offer, and I help them scale that to 10K a month. MRR. So they can wake up every day knowing that their expenses are paid and don't have to worry about income. But the first thing we do is pick out the low-hanging fruit. So if you're here and you want to jump on this, you can book a cash call here. This will be in the comments, in the description. And look, if I can help you, I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to invite you into what I do. If I feel like we're a good fit and I like you and I'm like, I can definitely fucking help you, I'm going to say to you, I can help you. I can help you. And I would love to help you. If I would say, if you're someone I want to work with and that belongs inside Freedom Creator, I will say, hey, let's make it happen. What have we got to do? But the worst case scenario in this situation is you book a call, you take massive value away from it, and I give you a strategy that you can use and you go and sign clients. Right? To me, if that was me, that would be a no-brainer value proposition. So if that's you, book a call. If that's not you, don't book a call. If you don't need calls, don't book one. Right? So there's a little training for you guys today. I hope you liked kind of how that kind of finished off. But really, getting into momentum is important, guys. Getting your calls booked. There's so many ways it can work when you understand how you can present that value proposition and how you can actually go and speak to people, make an invitation in a way that feels good to you. It's not a case of I say, go say this. It's like, this is kind of the energy that we want to create. How would you say that in your own words? So guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you like these style trainings, let me know and we will see you on the next one.